Hey guys, what's going on? ThePrideOfLDN here. You guys know what to do as always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I know I'm late to this one, but we're going to be reviewing the Chelsea versus Sheffield game in today's video. I understand it's a little while ago as yesterday, but we'll get to it. Better late than never, right? So let's get into it. Chelsea, of course, go 1-0 down in this game, and initially I was just like, oh god, it's that moment. It's the moment where you think everything's going well. We're getting clean sheets, we're getting wins, we're scoring goals for fun. And then all of a sudden, Sheffield 1-0. And I was just like, oh, this was so typical. Of course, our streak is about to come to an end as we go into an international break. So it's just going to mess with morale for a few weeks. And it's going to cause problems, and that's the end of it. But no, Chelsea had an insane sense of character within this game. It was absolutely not what I'd expect from us, given how we've been over the previous months, you know, probably the last few years, to be honest. There's been problems with us going goals down and not having the sort of character to grab the game and really go at it. So fair play to the boys just on that regard, because in general, I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't expect the 1-0 to happen, but I really didn't expect after that for them to fight that hard for the comeback. So fair play to the boys for that. But of course, David McGoldrick gets the goal. The clean sheet streak is broken. I believe it was somewhere like 9 hours that we went without conceding, which is crazy. That's not what I thought I'd be saying about us this season. But of course we did manage that, so that was a nice little streak. And the goal, you know, I think it was Kante and Ziyech who were sort of not aware of who was going to be doing what. Kante goes to press, Ziyech is behind him, pointing like, go follow him. But obviously Kante's facing the other way, so he can't see that. And then that pass goes in, it sort of ping-pongs in the box. Lovely flick from David McGoldrick. But yeah, 1-0. Very, very bad from us. Difficult to defend, yes, because it was moving so fast, but you just want to sort of stop it at the source in that scenario. So Kante and Ziyech had to do better there for me. But it is what it is. We go a goal down. Edouard Mendy, I don't think really could have done much about that. That was pinged from one direction to the other right in front of him. So I don't blame Mendy for that one at all. But then moving further on then, that was 9 minutes in, and the only good thing about conceding a goal that early is that you've got time to make up for it, which we did. Mateo Kovacic makes a beautiful run. I think it was Ziyech that put the ball over the top for him. Lovely cut back. Tammy scuffs the shot a little bit, he puts it into the ground, but manages to get it on target, which is important. And it sort of bounces, keeper can't get his hand to it, back of the net. Absolutely lovely, great from Tammy. Tammy absolutely, he looked really good in today's game. A few times he could have tried to shoot a bit more, and could have been a bit more selfish as a striker, but not really a complaint for me when we won 4-1 and he had a great performance and the equalising goal. So I got no problem with Tammy in this game. He did very well, and it's showing why, you know, a lot of people were saying last season, like, sell Tammy, he's championship level after the end of last season. I was one of the few people saying, well, let's just remember he got us, like, I think it was 15 goals in the league last season. Let's not, you know, throw this guy out. He is still, you know, that guy that got 15 goals. There's a lot of strikers that don't get 15 goals in the league in a season, and Tammy did with his first season with us in the Premier League. So I was fighting his case a little bit, and thankfully he seems to be paying his like sort of dues at the moment, because Timo sort of struggling a little bit to get him with the goals. Don't get me wrong, he scored a few, which is fine. You know, he's still sort of adjusting to the league. But Tammy's actually doing really good. He's coming on, even when he's had short appearances, he's looked good, he's gotten goals. And again, we saw today, grabbed another goal. So well done from Tammy Abraham there. And then the second goal for Ben Chilwell, that was just hilarious. When we go 2-1 up, 34 minutes in. Ziyech with an amazing ball in, or Ziyech, sorry, with an amazing ball in. You know, those kind of left-footed crosses in are what we want from Hakim, and he's really providing at the moment. They are looking solid. And Chilwell, he gets there. He gets there. He doesn't know much about it at this point. He's sort of shied away because he can see the keepers come in. There's a defender pushing up on him. Obviously the barriers are right here, so if he gets pushed too hard, he's going over those barriers, and he sort of like puts his leg up and manages to bounce it off. And it was a lucky finish, but he was in the right position. And it's something that he said that, you know, on the training ground they have been working on, is Ziyech whipping him in the back post, and him and, you know, Pulisic or Timo Werner, whoever's on that side, being at the back post, because if the, you know, keeper misses it, if the defenders can't get ahead on it, the person at the back post does generally have a tap in, and that's what he had, even though he didn't know much about it. So then the game stayed at 2-1 for quite a while. You know, most of that game, you know, up to half time and then onwards after the second half kicks off, it was just 2-1, and I felt comfortable. Sheffield were not offering anything realistically going forward. Even when they scored, you know, their style of play at the moment seems to sort of be get a goal if they can, even though they're really not managing to score many goals. Get a goal and sit back and defend for your lives. And it's not the Sheffield that, you know, did so well last season, and it's really causing them problems this season. Now I believe they are bottom of the league, unless, you know, some other teams have adjusted since, but they were definitely bottom of the league as of 90 minutes in that game. So it's not working for them, and they definitely tried it against us, and they got punished with 4 goals. 77th minute, Ziyech again with another assist into Thiago Silva. That header was sublime from Thiago Silva. The ball in was fantastic. We had a little like free kick pretty much at the corner flag. Yeah, Ziyech whips it in, and Thiago Silva comes running in, jumps, glancing header. Wow, that was absolutely beautiful from him. If anyone didn't catch it as well, Kurt Zouma sort of body blocks the man that was marking Thiago Silva. Kurt sort of messing with his own guy, you know, sort of squaring him up, pretending like he's going to go for it, and then just steps to the side and absolutely blocks the run of the guy tracking Thiago Silva. And Thiago Silva has a free header, and it was even in that scenario, you have a free header. Very difficult to get it through all the bodies in front of you, into the back of the net, past the keeper. And he did all that with pace, with accuracy. It was fantastic. Beautifully done from Thiago Silva. You could see how happy he was with himself and how happy he was with Ziyech. I guess that's the kind of, you know, corner tactics they've been working on, with Kurt blocking. Because obviously Kurt is the main threat that you think of when it comes to Chelsea. He scored 3 goals this season, I believe, for us from headers. So, you know, everyone's thinking Kurt's going to go for it, we'll mark him, but then he comes the body block and Thiago Silva's the one that goes up for it, and sublimely done. If that's down to Frank Lampard, if that's down to any other of our coaches, well done to them, because they've done that really well. And then Kante gets an assist through to Timo Werner. Don't know how much Kante really knew of it, but they, you know, the sort of pressing, I believe it was the Sheffield guy that sort of passed back, and I guess it bounced off Kante, he gets the assist. But it's just a really bad back pass that's between the last defender and the keeper. Timo Werner and Tammy Abraham very quick on it. Timo, obviously we know he's got lightning pace. He goes bombing through and manages to just blast it past the keeper. There wasn't that much accuracy on it. It was just anywhere past the keeper with the most power possible, and it's bound to be a goal. And it was. So well done Timo Werner getting a goal. He hit the crossbar as well in the game, so very unfortunate for him not to have, you know, scored a couple more, I guess. But he had a bit of a quiet game on the left side. He obviously was filling in for Pulisic, who's injured, so it's not his most natural position, although Timo Werner can play right wing, left wing, cam, striker, pretty much. He can play anywhere. So this guy, you know, whether he's cutting in from the left, which he is pretty strong on because he's right-footed, or whether he's going down the middle and likes to drift down wide anyway, you know, Timo's still effective. And I'm glad that he's working there for us. So 4-1 in the end, very comfortable result. Not what I thought when we went 1-0 down. The character showed was one of my favourite bits of that result yesterday, because it's the kind of thing we've struggled with in recent seasons, and today we just sort of showed another level to us. And I'm sure the boys are going to use this, go away on international duty, and come back with a fresh mind thinking, you know what, we ended it off well, we're going to go again. We got a lot of games coming up. I think the fixture congestion sort of eases off a little bit now. You know, it's not as sort of hectic with the Champions League midweek, and then you got the games on the weekend, the cups and all that sort of stuff. Not so much like that anymore. It'll ease off a little bit, but of course we still got plenty of games to play. So you want to see players coming back. Hopefully Pulisic can recover from his injury. It's quite a good time after the international break. And we could see some other players involved maybe in the next sort of section of the season, such as Callum Hudson-Odoi. He hasn't really played much so far, so I'd like to see him involved, you know, and see what we can get out of him, because of course coming up to the January transfer window and then the summer transfer window, if Callum's not getting playtime this season, I do think he's the kind of guy that might leave, so just got to keep that in mind. But either way, that game in general was just fantastic, really, really good from the boys, and I'm chuffed with the 3 points. It puts us up the table again. You know, we're up, I think we were third, but we're dropping down with, you know, other teams playing their games, and we're looking strong. We're looking strong, that's all I'll say. We're up there for the title chase as it stands. Can we keep this consistency at the back up the whole season? Who knows? We've seen injuries like Van Dijk to Liverpool, and if we lost someone like Thiago Silva or Kurt Zouma, maybe we really would start to struggle in our defence as well. So, or Edouard Mendy even, he's probably the most important part. So we do have to, you know, make sure everyone stays fit, keep it all calm, nobody sort of rushing into any crazy tackles and breaking legs. But for now, we're looking great, and I'm very, very excited to be a Chelsea fan this season. It's looking very exciting for us. So let me know what you guys thought of the game. Again, I'm sorry that this is late, but it is what it is. Better than nothing, right guys? If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.